Let's check in with Turning Point's White House correspondent Monica Paige at the White House. Hey, Monica, big day for the administration. Big Beautiful Bill gets out of the Senate by one vote, by the skin of its teeth, with Vice President J.D. Vance. Now it's going to go back to the House because enough has changed in that bill to where the House has to agree on it. What's the administration saying about the hallmark legislation of the administration currently?
Yeah, Jobob. Well, one of the changes made to this One Big Beautiful Bill is Medicaid benefits for illegal aliens. Now that that is in this One Big Beautiful Bill, it has to go back to the House to vote on. And if all goes well in the House, then it goes back to the Senate and making sure that this can all be agreed upon so we can avoid a parliamentary ping pong, if you will. That's what they call it. And then it will be reached to the president's desk on July 4th, which is what the president wants. That is his self imposed deadline. But from what I understand, sources here at the White House are telling me that the president is meeting with the House Freedom Caucus today to talk more behind closed doors about what they consider to be important in this bill, what they could add to it, maybe what the status is so far, what's the mood on the ground on the Hill. And of course, we know the president returning back from Alligator Alcatraz as well. So he's got a lot on his plate, even though it's not on his schedule. But we'll definitely be watching this with a very close eye.
Yeah, well, first off, parliamentary ping pong sounds like this deep underground table tennis league that
Yes.
exists in Washington, D.C. But also, you mentioned Alligator Alcatraz, President Trump visiting the great state of Florida. Tell us about what's going on there.
Yeah, Alligator Alcatraz is now a huge staple of this presidency where there's only one way in and one flight out of the country. So, this Alligator Alcatraz facility is located on an abandoned airport base, 43 miles from Miami. And the president was with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem touring the facility. It's going to cost around $450 billion of taxpayer dollars, but it's a lot cheaper than many people would expect, considering that Alligator Alcatraz is surrounded by alligators, crocodiles, and pythons. So the need for security surrounding the facility is not as hefty as it would be if it were somewhere else. So that's a huge factor. And the president is very excited to get this underway. They can start bringing in illegal aliens as soon as today or tomorrow. It's going to
Wow.
house about 5,000 illegal aliens. And it's originally supposed to be for hurricane victims in Florida, but now it's going to be housing illegal aliens for deportations. And FEMA is going to be picking up a lot of the tab. As we know, FEMA was funding the housing of illegal
Mm,
aliens at the Roosevelt Hotel in New York City. But
yeah.
now the president and the administration is holding its feet to the fire and saying, hey, you're going to pay for this facility as well.
Yeah, it's fascinating there, all of the libs freaking out about the dangers of Alligator Alcatraz. I have a suggestion for anybody staying there. Don't go wander out into the Everglades. You'll probably be fine. If you don't try to escape from the place you're being held, then you're probably not going to get eaten by alligators. So there's that.
And if you're going
Monica
to run,
Page.
you're going to run like this.
Yeah, I don't even then. It's tough to do that in the thick forest there.
Yeah.
Monica Page, 30 Points White House correspondent. Thanks so much for taking the time. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.